behind me, I have my wife's Brother LaserJet printer. Recently, we had moved some stuff around in the bedroom, which is where my wife's office is. And in doing so, we broke the center pin or the center pin holder in the USB port for this printer. The issue with that is this is an older printer, and the only way to access the printer functions is via USB. There is no Wi-Fi. So what I thought I would do today is try to take apart the printer, pull the board out that has the USB port on it, and replace it. I picked up some, here they are. I picked up some USB port replacements here, and we're gonna give it a shot. So let's get the camera situated so you can see an overhead of what I'm about to do. Step one is taking the printer apart. So as you can see here, I've got a Brother HL L2300D. Now to get into these things is really kind of simple. You just kind of, try to show you here, pop open the front, and then there's little clips right here. You pop that off. Probably help to take the paper tray out first. Going for the clips that are right here. Pop that clip. Pop that clip right there. Clip the back. Clip there. And the whole thing just comes out. So the rest of our focus for this entire video is going to be this board right here. All right, so I've got my tools here. I'm going to start off with trying to remove some of the solder here and here and here. And to do that, I'm actually going to add more solder. That can sometimes help remove the factory solder a little easier. All right, so we've done that. Should just be able to take our desoldering wick here. Lay it on top of each one of the contact points. Heat up our soldering iron. Now what I'm going to do is grab the USB connector, and I'm just heating up the tips here. Try to ease them out. Now there are much better tools to do this with, such as solder suckers and things like that. And I have some cheap stuff that I bought a long time ago. It's made of plastic, but the preferable method is to do it with something that's got actual air suction to it. I don't have anything that nice. We're just going to go this method. Flip it over. Take a look at the top. You can see it's coming out slowly. It's a little toasty. Give the rest of the board time to cool down. But it is coming along quite nicely. I assume also if you didn't want to go to this kind of level, you could probably just find one of these replacement boards on eBay. I wanted to try this first. This printer gets used for when the kids need to print out papers or movie scripts that they've written. And it's stuff that my wife uses on a regular basis. I've had a Brother inkjet printer for some time now. It served me quite well. The only thing I've ever had to do to it is replace the ink. So let's see. I'm going to put the tweezers right here. Kind of over and under. And I'm just going to put just the slightest amount of pressure as I'm heating up the solder. So it may be hard to tell on camera, but we are getting somewhere. Just trying to get the data connectors out now. That's kind of where we are. The data connectors are about the only thing that's left in here. I'm not trying to touch the board with the tweezers because I don't want to scratch any of the screen printing. And I'm sure that there's, even with the tools that I have, a much easier way to do this, but this is one of those things that I'm teaching myself. Again, taking a look. That's as far as we've gotten so far. To show you what I bought. I actually think I picked these up off of eBay. It's got our 4 pins here, our mounting bracket. So all we have to do is finish getting this out.
2 hours later.
So as we said, lesson learned here. I just saw something that's going to slow me down just a little bit. See if I can zoom in. But if you see this little chip fella right here, he's supposed to go right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently warm him up. Try to get him moved over where he's supposed to go. Fun part of this I don't really have the tools to be doing this, nor really the knowledge to do this. But I've got a little bit of determination, so I'm going to give it a shot. Just to show you, that's what we're working with here. Can't even get it into focus, it's so tiny. Now, I'm going to try to hold it in place. Looks right to me. Now I need to clean up all of it. Like I've got to remove all the solder from all of these points here. So go back to our soldering wick. Now, this is the old connector. You can see pins are all messed up. Here is a brand new connector. Put this in place. And just I'm making sure that these data points actually line up where they're supposed to go. They're a little bent. A little straighter now. And we're gonna end in just a little bit. Or maybe just a lot. Nice, okay. So it all matches up. What I'm gonna do, flip the board over. And just kind of warm up the holes. Future me here. I decided not to bore you with the rest of this process, but in essence, I took the 4 data holes and the 2 mounting holes and heated up the solder on each one of the holes until the USB port went into place, soldered it in, and then started to reconnect the board to the printer. This is also where the video started to fail on me. So while you'll see some still images and hear my voice, just know that I was filming this and my camera malfunctioned. So I've got everything assembled, as you can see here. And I'm not going to put it all back together yet because I want to test to make sure it actually works. So we're plugging it into the computer. Hopefully, if I did everything right. Now we've got some lights screaming at us for toner and drum. So I got the printer completely reassembled. It started to power on, and then all 4 lights on the top of the printer came on and started flashing. Now this indicates that the printer needs a reset, and when I attempted to do that per video that I found, the printer stopped responding at one point and now will only intermittently power on. So I have to go back and figure out what went wrong. I know that the USB port replacement was successful because when the printer was plugged into my computer instantaneously recognized that it was the exact model and said it was online, but I couldn't do anything with it because it was in the reset state. So at this point, I'm going to call the USB port replacement a success. There are some underlying issues with the printer that I have to work out, and that will be in a future video, hopefully. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I have making it. My name is Bryant. This is Reviews for Nerds. Have a great day.